We're done with blenders, babe.
Oh my God.
It's over.
It took
The long night is over.
It took 6 weeks to get that out the door. Okay, we're back.
Tonight, we are cooking with vegetables. That's the name.
By Jesse Jenkins.
Yeah, AKA Another Day in Paradise, AKA ADIP. ADIP,
I think.
ADIP. I once called him ADIP because I thought it was a name, not an acronym. That was my mistake.
I think he's on Instagram and also maybe on TikTok.
And on YouTube. Definitely
And
on
on
TikTok,
YouTube.
though. I saw him on TikTok.
Okay.
I've been watching his stuff for a very long time. And so I was really excited to see this book come out. Notably, this book is not vegetarian, not vegan. It's just about cooking vegetables well. He tries to make it easy for you to convert any of them to vegetarian, at least. Sarah will go through all the stats.
You know I like my stats.
You know I like my stats.
Okay, what are we making out of this book for this first look?
We are making tomato tom kha and mango and sour cherry paletas. We actually had a recipe for tomato tom kha that we've been working on, and we talked about publishing it a couple weeks ago.
It'll be fun to see his take on it.
And then paletas, if you're not familiar, popsicles with big pieces of fruit and stuff.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Let's get cooking?
Yeah, let's get cooking. The mango and sour cherry paletas we made yesterday because they take about 12 hours in the freezer. So tonight we're just making the tomato tom kha. It's gonna be super chill.
It's gonna go so fast.
Real fast. Our rice is already done.
Yeah.
Easy.
Important.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'll get that.
Get cooking.
Fine.
I'm gonna make him do most of the cooking tonight, just because
I make tom kha a lot. I really like making tom kha.
it's also a really
Not hard.
Yeah, it doesn't really require 2 people, I don't think.
So the very first step is the one that's like pretty different, and that's that he uses a whole tube of tomato paste and fries that off with the coconut cream.
He also says in this recipe that he likes to peel his tomatoes. We are not going to peel our tomatoes because we don't mind the skin on tomatoes.
I prefer the skin on tomatoes. I think peeled tomatoes are an abomination.
We're gonna skip the first paragraph of this recipe altogether. Just jumping right in. For this recipe, he says he wants you to chill the coconut milk. So we did that the night before. It's just so that you can take the coconut cream off the top easier.
Yeah, it'll just separate out. So the way I've always seen it done is actually mixing it up and then reducing down to the coconut cream. So I've never seen this approach, but it makes sense. This is like pretty logical.
But while he's back there working on that, I can talk a little bit about this book. So Jesse Jenkins, a little bit about him. He is from Los Angeles.
You can really tell.
Yeah.
This book is very LA.
Very LA. He wanted to be a pro skateboarder and to pay his bills, worked at restaurants at night. He also does fashion photography on the side.
I think he did it for a decade.
I think he's still doing it, but he did all of the photography in this book. And it looks great.
Well, let's go one level deeper. He did it all on film and developed the photos himself in a darkroom. That's so cool.
Yeah. He really goes all out on this stuff.
I love when people from creative backgrounds make like unnecessarily complex shit.
He seems like a very private individual from what I'm gathering, because the introduction to this book doesn't really dig too much into him as a person. There's like one photo of him in this entire book. He's very focused on the tools, the ingredients, and the recipes in this book. And that's basically it. There's not a lot of like extra stuff.
There's like little snippets of his life, but there's not like he's not trying to share like an overarching picture.
He's not trying to share a lot of information. Yeah, he runs Another Day in Paradise. He's been doing that since 2022, it looks like, according to his Instagram, making some food and posting it online.
We did see quite a few of the recipes in here on his Instagram.
Yeah, the bread and butter pickles are in here.
Elote succotash.
Elote succotash is in here. Pickled ginger is in here. Spanish tortilla is in here. He writes that the carrot and butter leeks are one of his most successful recipes that he's done online. That's also in here, in case you're wondering.
But I love the viewpoint in general. Like, you can really see his influences. So when Justine Dorn came out with her Justine Cooks book, we called it Girly Pop Soupy Beans. This feels like Skater Boy Soupy Beans in a way.
This does
right?
feel like Skater Boy Soupy Beans for sure.
Where Justine's is very like Brooklyn and New York centric, very East Coast. This is very West Coast with quite a bit of like UK spread throughout. And it seems like his influences are heavily French and maybe some Spanish.
Yep.
A little bit of Italian for sure. And then like he dips his toes into like Korean, Thai, Mexican.
Japanese.
He says Guatemalan. I don't know much about Guatemalan, but like Japanese, yeah, for sure.
Yep.
There's
He's
like
got
little
a few katsu recipes in here that are
eggplant katsu. Yeah, soba noodle salads. He's got naengmyeon with asparagus. It looks fantastic.
He stresses that even though he's professionally trained, he tried very hard to make this accessible for home cooks, this book.
It feels very casual.
Yes.
Like
the
intensely
writing,
casual.
Yeah, the writing is pretty casual.
What's the next step for me?
Add the stock, mushrooms, 1 tablespoon of fish sauce, the galangal lemongrass, lime leaves, and a pinch of salt.
All the aromatics.
Yeah, like most cookbooks, he's got a tools section and he's got common pantry ingredients that you'll see in this book. Keeps it very simple. There's like 6 tools that he recommends and pretty simple pantry ingredients. For neutral oils, he says he likes rapeseed oil.
Seed rape is really common in the UK. It's grown locally. Like you can tell that there's like a lot of British crops in his.
Leek, beetroot, you're going to see a lot of those here. He talks about white wine and stock. He uses those quite a bit in this book.
Very French inspired.
This seems really basic to a lot of people, I'm sure, but I didn't realize that you could freeze wine and store it for later. But he does.
Solution, yeah.
He's like, if I don't use all of my wine for cooking, I'll freeze it and use it later. I was like,
I like that solution.
that's a great solution. I'm going to do that now. Because I always, if
We don't really
ever
drink that much.
we don't really drink it that much, but I feel like we always buy it for cooking, and then we have like half a bottle of wine that we're like, well, now we have to either drink this or figure out how to use it again. But I think freezing it is a great idea. So thanks, Jesse. Do you use all of the evaporated milk or just some of it?
Yeah, so we don't actually have enough for his recipe.
Oh, really?
But I decided to get 1 can. So can sizes are different between here and the UK, of course. Like they might have a 400 milliliter can, which is what he says. We only have 354 milliliter cans, which is like 6 ounces, I think. I think it's interesting that there is evaporated milk at all. I've never seen that in tom kha before in my life. What's the total amount of fish sauce he says?
2 tablespoons.
That's not going to be enough, I don't think, but
No.
I'll work it out. Don't sweat it. Where do the mushrooms go in? I think
They
it's
go in up
missed.
here? No. Add the stock
Got
mushrooms.
it.
So they go in now. So it looks like this recipe is going to take us about 25 minutes.
Yep. Tomatoes, coriander, lime juice are the last 3. Great.
All right, Bryn. Are you ready for the breakdown?
I've been ready for the breakdown, Sarah.
Okay. There are 110 recipes total in this book. 17 pickles and ferments, 18 leafy veg and salad, 16 tomatoes, peppers, courgettes, and cucumbers. I think courgettes are zucchini.
Correct.
15 cruciferous veg. That's like kales.
Kale, cabbage,
Kale,
Brussels
cabbage,
sprouts,
cauliflower.
broccoli, mustard.
14 root veg recipes. 7 beans, peas, corn, and pulses. 13 onions, leeks, aubergines. That's eggplant for everybody in the US. Mushrooms.
Wait, mushrooms are in with aubergines?
They're in with aubergines.
As like a meaty veg, maybe?
Maybe. And 10 sweet things. He says that he's not a big fan of like making desserts. So there's only 10. Most of them are other people's recipes. But he does have the mango and sour cherry paletas, which is the thing that he makes for people most often. Now, this is very veg forward. Most of these dishes can be made vegetarian by removing anchovy, chicken stock, or whatever meat he uses. He uses lardon a lot. Lardon and there is a steak.
Lardon, like typically bacon. Pancetta here in the US is pretty much the only bacon sold in lardon form.
But I did count the vegan recipes as they're written. I'm sure that you could make any of these into vegan recipes, but as they're written, there are 27 of the 110 that are vegan. But yeah, he uses a lot of butter in these recipes, anchovy, chicken stock.
But he's notably just not a vegetarian. He just likes vegetables. And I agree with that assessment. Like, vegetables are the most interesting part of any given meal.
He has a similar view on meat that we do, where it's like meat is good for like flavoring and like
building
adding,
a base.
Yeah, adding a base. But meat on its own is rarely like the showstopper.
He's a big fan of steaks. I could not be less interested. I don't know that we're going to get enough of the extraction by the time this is done. 25 minutes does seem a little short. We usually boil ours for like hour and a half. I can understand why you wouldn't want to put an hour and a half recipe in a cookbook.
But I bet it stores really well for the next day.
Adding the tomato and the lime juice right at the end is like really clever for a number of reasons, or I don't know, just good pacing, because the tomatoes will become boiling hot little balls of lava if you boil them. They will hold that heat and release it abruptly in your mouth, and it hurts. So that we love. And then lime juice also like loses so much of its oomph when it's being boiled.
So we appreciate that stuff.
Yeah, it's very volatile, and so you'll just lose so much of your flavor.
Coriander. That's cilantro for us Americans.
Well, we call coriander seed coriander, but it's just the seed of the same plant. I'm gonna bring up the paprika in case we want some additional spice.
All right, taste test. Ooh, like 30
Smells
minutes.
good. Yeah.
And we've got dinner.
Tomka is, the reason
Pretty
we make it
fast.
constantly is because it's so fast.
So fast, yeah. We make it in bulk so that we can just have it for a few days, especially if we have to do a lot that week.
When we were doing blender reviews,
When we were doing
did a
blender
lot
reviews.
of Tomka.
When he was making this book, he says he ordered Tomka like 6 times because it was just so easy to have on hand. And then he decided to make this recipe and throw it in the book.
It's relying very heavily on that lime juice up front. I think it's gonna need more fish sauce. I like his idea of soaking the skinned tomatoes in fish sauce and sugar.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
I can see why that would be a thing. Coconutty. Could use a little more fish sauce because I do think it could use a little more kick, but coconutty, tomatoey.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah, it's good.
You get a little more heat in there.
Oh, could use a little more heat, yeah. We usually throw like chili crisp in
Yeah,
with ours.
because we're lazy and we didn't have paprika, but this required us to get it.
I love how oil like beads on the top of soup.
Oh, way better. A little bit more fish sauce, a little bit more paprika pow. Absolute banger.
I think if we had peeled the tomatoes like he does in the first step and like soaked them in the fish sauce and sugar, we probably would have
Yeah.
gotten a little closer to like.
He makes it sound like it's just that he likes peeled tomatoes more.
Yeah.
I don't. So I was like, okay, let's not do that. I think that would actually be a really nice treatment.
So if you decided to make this, don't skip that stuff like we did.
It's really nice though. It's a good mix of fresh and funky. There's like a deep umami to it, obviously with all this tomato. I don't know. I'm pretty pleased. Do you want me to take out that galangal for you?
I don't think you can really go wrong though. I got
Here.
it. I got it.
Whoop.
Yeah, don't eat the big piece of galangal. I mean, you could.
Yeah.
It's just going to be really intense.
Really woody. That's,
You're gonna be
that's a
chewing on it.
fibrous root.
You're going to be chewing on that for a while.
That's always the most annoying part of tom yum is picking all the stuff out.
Sometimes
notably,
I just eat the lime leaves.
I'm really not getting any lemongrass or any of that.
I'm not either.
Like maybe faintly, like as like a smell when I get close to the bowl, but not really in the eating experience.
Yeah. But this is cozy as hell.
Yeah, very cozy.
I think if we let that soak with like the lime leaf and the
Yeah.
lemongrass in there overnight and eat it the next day, it's going to be real good, real good. I guess while we're eating now would be a kind of decent time, right? To say we have sort of big news.
Sort of big.
Sort of big.
Okay.
We're going to be parents in early next year.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to think about. But yeah, we're having a kid. Oh man.
This also made the blender review longer. Because we're like, okay, we're at the end of my year off working on this full time. How is our risk tolerance adapted to this? We could go longer because of donations. Thank you all very much. Or we could flip our first 2 goals. First one was Bryn stays full time on this. Second one was hire an editor. We could flip those. I could go back to work, build some stability. We could hire an editor so it keeps things moving really fast. Hopefully way faster, honestly.
Yeah.
So part of the reason that the blender review was 6 weeks is because I spent 2 weeks interviewing. But I got a job. We're moving back to the Bay. We're going to do all the things, make sure that this kid is like good to go.
I was also in
Not
the
gonna take
throes
risks.
of my first trimester, which did not treat me very well.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody
There's a little
else-
anxiety in there.
I don't know if anybody else has experienced this, but pregnancy is hard. It kind of sucks.
But you're doing a great job.
Thanks.
You're doing a great job.
I feel like I'm doing a lot better now. That first trimester was really hard, which added to why it took so long to the blender review coming out, because I was just miserable for most of that time.
But we're here now. What we need your help with is finding an editor. If you know an editor, especially one here in California somewhere, that would be much easier for us. We have a couple people we're going to talk to that can hopefully help us out, but that's job number 1 right now.
Yeah.
I start next month. We're moving early next year, right after we have a kid. That should be really fun.
Should be a good time.
But we want to like kind of set stuff up in advance, get things moving.
We're going to try our best to keep things at like a pretty consistent pace. Maybe not every week, but we're going to try for every other week at least if we can.
I think that's our like bare minimum goal. And then if we can work out this editor thing and like be shooting stuff. If shooting goes from being 20% of the job to 100% of the job, I think that makes it easier, right? Like shooting and writing, like the content making is not the hardest part. It's the editing by far. So can we offload some of that? Because it just takes so much of the time.
I'm about to significantly run out of time, yeah. Fry's excited to have another kid in the family.
Fry loves children.
He has absolutely no idea what's going on, but he will real fast.
I don't know. He's sniffing around.
We're excited for it. It's going to be a huge change for us, so hold on. We're not going anywhere. We just might slow down a little bit till we figure out how to balance baby and this stuff.
But if you can help us find an editor, that'll help stabilize it.
Yeah. Oh, and if you're wondering, it's a boy.
All right. We're just saying that kind of stuff now.
Yeah, why not?
All right. Did you want to do a popsicle now?
Yeah. Should we move on to the popsicle? Okay.
I ate one. My curiosity got the better of me.
Oh, they can't see that, but he did.
Well, they can see it in the clip I shot earlier. These molds are not good. The stick came out instead of the thing.
Maybe these just have to come back to room temp a little bit more. I don't know. Do you want to do it over a bowl? Rice bowl.
Eye of Thundara.
No, because we can still eat it. Like, let's do a clean bowl. Hold on.
I would eat it out of this.
You would eat it with rice?
Yeah. Mango sticky rice, girl.
Oh, did you get it? Oh, he got it.
Ha!
Hell yeah.
I'm the rightful king of England.
Okay, I want to see if I can get one now. Watch as mine, like, breaks.
Did you lose it?
I think mine got stuck. Yeah. Well,
wow. You have to eat it like I did earlier now.
Mine didn't come out.
Do it.
I'll just, like, scoop it with the... Shit. I'll just scoop it with the thing. Like this. My teeth are sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
But the tahini is very nice.
So sour.
So sour.
I love it.
Which has been great for me, honestly, because I've been craving sour stuff. Especially sour stuff that makes my eye twitch.
Oh, yeah. What is it? It's cheeseburgers and sour
Cheeseburgers and sour gummies. This works pretty well.
You can be king of England, too. Co-kings of England, Sarah.
On guard.
Knight me.
Sir Bryn.
Lord of Embarrassment.
I guess if you really like sour stuff, you'll really like this. If you don't really like sour stuff, you probably won't like this very
It's
much.
painfully delicious.
The tahini is really good with it.
Uh-huh.
It'll get you.
It's like those TikToks of like babies being like, it's so good. And like miserable.
Yeah.
We're getting baby TikToks now.
His is less morbid than mine is. Mine's like, prepare yourself for the
How do
worst
babies die?
experience of your life. Here are the warning signs for preeclampsia.
You've heard of preeclampsia. Now post-eclampsia.
That's a thing too.
Oh, I know. At least now we know what the best blender is for baby food.
Truly.
Man, I'm really pleased with this meal. This is fun.
Easy.
Chill, comfy, goofy.
Goofy.
I'm not really into, European cuisines, but damn, he dropped some bangers. Look at this. This is like 2.5 rows. Not quite, but what do we got here? Kimchi pajeon, kimchi puttanesca. That's a really fun sounding one. Namjimjo fennel and steak. Like whole roasted fennel bulbs with namjimjo, which is like a Thai sauce. What else
He's
we
got
got
a
here?
pickled aubergine that I
Asparagus
think looks really good. He's got a cucumber Caesar salad that I think looks really good.
Smashed cucumber, yeah. Asparagus cold noodles with ice broth, which is, he says, a Korean style naengmyeon. It's buckwheat noodles.
I'd be excited to do a full review of this book. Let us know if you wanted us to do a full review of this book.
And then we've got a couple other ones. So this actually came out in the summer, and we just weren't able to get our hands on it until
Yeah.
like a couple weeks ago.
Right.
Smash on the tomka. Hard smash.
Hard smash for sure. Hard smash.
I think this
agree.
is one of the
Hard
best
smash,
popsicle-like things I've ever had.
So good.
I think it's the lime juice in the mango mixture. It's so strong.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right.
All right.
Have a good week, everybody. We'll see you probably in 2
Next
weeks.
time. Bye.